In the new age of helping the homeless, buying and converting old hotels has become all the rage. This old motel in Chula Vista will likely become the first of its kind in the South Bay.
We went ahead and moved forward with looking at purchasing a motel, and two things would be supportive permanent housing for people who are undersheltered, but it also has a large parking lot that we can create safe parking.
The money for this motel will come from state and federal taxes, no local money. At the state level, they call it Project Home Key.
We potentially have a couple different pots of money. Home Key is a state funding to be able to purchase like motels, like we're doing.
Oddly enough, one of the main goals of Project Home Key is getting people off the streets fast into existing buildings. If this deal goes through in Chula Vista, there will be nothing fast about it. Because of government red tape and regulations, this place wouldn't be ready until 2025. So much for urgency.
But you're right. I mean, I'd love to be able to streamline it, but the way of the receiving the money, being able to do it, doing the permitting process, what is required of the project, it's a lot of items that we need to be able to make sure that we meet those standards, and it will take a little while, longer than we'd want.
At this point, the city of Chula Vista and the owner of this motel are trying to work out a deal. The hotel is currently open, and the price tag is still up in the air.
We don't have the exact price yet until we negotiate with the owner.
What are they asking?
Again, that's a negotiation.
Is there a price at all, though? Is there a number?
Well, again, that's a negotiation that we'll be doing this with the city. We'll be doing.
When and if this deal does go through, this place will be permanent housing for anyone lucky enough to score a room, complete with wraparound services, but taking personal responsibility for their own behavior at the same time.
So you have to be clean, you have to be sober, you have to be willing to make progress in what issues you have, because you know, we want to provide services, but again, we don't want to just waste money if they're not going to accept those services.
Well, it might be the year 2025 until anyone actually moves into this particular motel, but the vote last night here in Chula Vista was critical. The deadline to apply for Project Home Key money is Friday, so the vote last night was required in order to take that next step. Again, once that money gets in the pockets here in Chula Vista, they hope to move as fast as they can, but the target date of 2025, certainly not fast enough for a lot of people. We're in Chula Vista along the bayfront. Dan Plant, KUSI News.